from the house. I don't know if anybody's going to join us or not tonight, but our upload today was having technical difficulties, so we are going to go live instead. Not sure how many people are going to get a notification or be able to join us, but I thought, well, if I can't do an actual stream or an upload, then let me go live and do a little Q&A. So let's do that. Little Q&A from the live here. And we will see if I am live. Am I live or not? Or do you think I am? I think I'm live, right? Okay, well, hi there. Hi there, Greg's Gran. So anyways, yeah, I am live. Okay, perfect. So what I'm planning on doing is just talking for a few minutes about some of the stuff that's coming up over the next couple of weeks. And today, my normal video that I upload is not working. So you look like to me, I look cool. I am live. That's perfect. So we wanted to go live. I just wanted to go live for a little bit and talk, do some little Q&A, answer questions, talk about the meet and greet. I have to do it on my phone. And I'm not sure how to turn off the comments for anyone that's not a subscriber. So I was going to turn those off so we didn't have any craziness happening in the chat. But that's okay. I'll just kind of monitor it as we work through it. North Carolina, that's cool. Well, hello from North Carolina. Today I didn't get my upload done. I did our video yesterday after the eclipse before we did our whatnot sale. Hi from California, that's cool. And I uploaded it last night, and for some reason it came out but only 13 minutes, but it should be like 37 minutes long. So I think I got it fixed, but it's going to take another hour before it's ready to be viewed again. So I just think I'm going to wait and push that one out tomorrow. Instead, just do a little Q&A tonight. So that was my plans. Hit thumbs up. Yes, hit thumbs up, whatever that is. Hit thumbs up. From Alabama, I was hoping to see the eclipse in your video. I know what my video today just tanked. I don't know what happened. Only got 13 minutes in. So we took it off. And instead of having a 13-minute video that's supposed to be 37 minutes long, I am in the middle of re-uploading everything. The computer crashed somehow. I have no idea what happened. But we started over. We went back to ground zero. We re-downloaded again. And we are getting it uploaded, but it won't be probably ready till tomorrow. I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow at this point because it's kind of late in the evening. And some people seen 13 minutes of it and some didn't see it. Then I re-uploaded it again and the same thing happened twice. You got your marbles back. That's awesome, Valerie. I'm glad you got them. So yeah, so I thought, well, let's do this instead. Let's just have a little Q&A with you guys. Try and answer any questions. Your video quit and all of a sudden it was an antique nomad. Yeah, so you got to rewatch it again. Tomorrow, guys, you're going to have to really watch it again. I'm going to post it tomorrow. I might post it early tomorrow. I might post it in the morning. We'll see. Or if I do post it, it'll be, yeah, I think I'll wait till after midnight to post it. Maybe I'll post it late tonight. But it's going to take a couple hours to upload. My Wi-Fi here at my house is horrible. And that's what the computer's uploading on. So I have to drive an hour round trip to get it hooked up at the antique center. And I'm not driving back out tonight. So that's what's kind of happened. Computer troubles, no doubt. Climate change. It was the eclipse. It fried my computer. So anyways, let's talk just for a minute, like Q&A. You guys have seen a lot of videos. I've had tons of comments about stuff the last few days, which I have hardly, very, very few comments I was able to even, even throw a thumbs up on. We have been so extremely busy the last 3, 4, 5 days. It's been crazy around here. So I thought, let's just answer questions now. So if you got a question, throw it on there. Tell me where you're from. Love to see where you guys are from. Here comments. No, I'd love to see if you're coming to the meet and greet. So I got my shirt. I threw my shirt back on. The Crazy Crew meet and greet coming up. How is Baby Rose? That is a great question. You know what? When I hold Baby Rose, life just seems way better. Karen Day, are you live? Yes, we are live. This is a live situation happening right now. Has the antique store been in your family for decades? No. Okay, so if you're new to our channel, a little background. The Heart of Ohio Antique Center, which we own, and that's the Heart of Ohio is actually sponsoring this entire thing or getting behind it and footing a bunch of the bill. the Heart of Ohio, my cousin, my brother, and I bought a little over a year ago. But I've been at the Heart of Ohio or connected to it for over 20 years, close to 25 years. We actually, in 1997, um, built our auction gallery at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, selling our auctions there before the Heart of Ohio Antique Center was even in existence. So that was in 1997. In 1998, the Heart of Ohio Antique Center opened up. And when it opened, we were already there in business. So so that's kind of some backstory. I'm going to hold on to some of these questions, and I'll get back to them here in a second. So that's a little bit of the backstory on the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. My wife and I got married in '97. We opened up the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, not the Heart. We opened up Berner's Auction Gallery at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center in 1997. And it was before the Antique Center opened up. The Antique Center opened up, I believe, in March of '98. And then at that point, we were already in existence there, and we helped grow the Antique Center for a long time. We had massive antique auctions, 2 and 3 day auctions for years and years at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. So Bruce and Vivian Knight owned the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, and they're the ones that turned it into an antique center from a flea market. It used to be a flea market when we moved in. They turned it into an antique center, and we helped grow that together with them with our auction gallery. At the same time, we were promoting it big time, and that's when you used to have to do print ads in the Antique Week and the Newtown Bee and all the trade papers across the country and the Springfield papers and the local Dayton papers, all the newspapers, and we'd have to send out thousands of flyers. It was old school advertising, and we did that for years and years to help promote it all. So we bought it a little over a year ago. We actually bought the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. My cousin Mike and my brother and I did. And the reason we bought it is because we've been there the entire time. We know Vivian and Bruce extremely well. We've traveled the world with them, literally around the world several times, both directions, in fact. China, Asia, all over China, all over Europe, many times buying antiques. We've bought antiques together with them in like 10 or 12 countries. We bought antiques in 13 countries total, most of them with Bruce and Vivian at some point. And that's kind of how we bought the Heart of Ohio. So when Bruce passed away a couple years ago, and this last year in December, I was able to work out a deal with Vivian to buy the Antique Center. So Josh and Mike and I were all at the time flipping houses as a side gig. We're always doing into something. So we were buying and selling houses, and I asked them if they wanted to go in on the Antique Center with me, and they said yes, and that's how we became owners. So we've had a lot of connection for a long time, and we've owned it for a little over a year now. But that's a great question. My family has been in the antiques business, though, since the 1950s. It's all I've ever done my entire life was buy and sell stuff. I would skip school when I was, 12, 13, 15, 16 years old. I would skip school and go and buy and sell stuff. My principals knew what I was doing. They didn't care. They were all right with it. So that's pretty cool, though. Let me read. There's another package here. Love when you and Lucas do whatnot. Miss him when he's wrapping packages. What job does Mike do as well? Don't see much of him. So Mike is a pretty interesting man. He's got several different businesses that he owns and operates. One of them being I don't know the proper name for it, but he places children in like foster children in homes as part of his business. And so he's pretty interesting guy, extremely smart businessman. Developed some software, a couple different softwares for his business that he owns, and they place kids in homes all over the country. And he also is a preacher on Sundays, and that's another thing. He does both, and that's who Mike is. Josiah is Mike's grandson, actually, if you didn't know that. So Josiah and Lucas are best friends. They've been together, playing football together since they were in 5th grade, or no less than that. It was like 3rd grade when Joe started playing, 4th grade. I coached them all the way up until the high school or middle school. And then they decided to do this after that. Caseworker, no, I'm not sure what your question is on caseworker. What do you have plans? What plans do you have with the house you bought? Wow, that's a great idea. We're going to flip it like we normally do our other houses. We will, after we get everything finalized with closing, we will decide which route to go, whether we need to remodel first or just try and paint clean and leave it alone. And we'll try and turn it. We thought about keeping it, but it's just not an area that we want to have to expand to. if I've got several properties in Donaldsonville area, but this is in Springfield, it would just be further away than I'd like to have my rental properties in. So we will probably just try and sell it and make a little bit on it and turn somebody, get them a good buy and go on. We've done that. I think we've sold, I don't know, 20 or 30, 20, 25 houses in the 2 years leading up to the Antique Center. A lot of houses. We were flipping every 3 to 4 weeks we would flip another house. Just like we do the antiques business, we approach real estate. We were just buying them. We were paying a little more than anybody else, and we would fix them up and sell them for a little bit less than everybody else, and we could turn them for a small amount. Kind of the same approach that we do antiques, and so that's what we were doing with the houses. So great question. Give me some more questions. I love questions. What brands are coming back and would sell now more than before? What brands? Well, brands are difficult to say, specific brands, but it's really interesting to see glass in general coming on strong. I was sharing this last night. I see art pottery the same way, studio pottery, not necessarily like the traditional 1900, 1950s American art pottery, but studio pottery from the 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000s. I see an increased interest in. I also see an increased interest in art glass of the same era. A lot of 80s, 90s art glass. It's just been really skyrocketing. And what I find really interesting is I know more and more young people that are 18 to 25 that love glass of all sorts. So at the Heart of Ohio, I get a chance to see people every day buying, and I talk to lots of them. Why are you buying? What do you like? Things like that. And there's definitely a big move in glass and studio pottery. A lot of the 70s, 80s, 90s stuff is really, really popular right now. Another item that's really interesting to me is cast iron. Cast iron skillets, cast iron pots, things of that nature. We're seeing a massive move on that at the Antique Center. Every day there's pieces of cast iron that sell. Fiesta, believe it or not, we sell, I'm gonna say there's not been a day went by in the last month that I haven't seen at least a couple pieces of Fiesta being sold at the Heart of Ohio. Fenton milk glass, we sold a bunch of Fenton milk glass about a month ago now, the whiteout sale we did on Whatnot. And I was shocked on how much interest there was and the prices we got out of it. But also Fenton in general is like, it went up Fenton was so popular for so many years. I had a Fenton dealership when I was like 18, 19, 20. I used to get it, half price from the factory, whatever the price tag on it you could buy as a dealer for half what it said. And those prices were so strong for so long, and then they just nosedived, 8 or 10 years ago, up till about 2 years ago. Fenton has just went boom, way down. And then over the past year, I have seen an uptick in Fenton popularity and people looking for it, selling at the Heart of Ohio. Our auctions, when we sell them, we sell 1,000 lots every single Thursday, and so I'm blessed to be able to be in front of a computer with live sales, 1,000 lots a week. I'm watching, I'm looking at what's trending, the interest levels as well in an item, so I get to see the stats. So when we have an item, let's just say last week we sold a little Burmese fairy lamp. It was Fenton. I can see how many different people have shown interest in that item and how many bids were on it. Plus we get to see what it actually brings. And when I see Fenton right now on anything that's just not common, just any kind of Fenton at all that's got something about it has a lot of interest. So a piece of Burmese or any hand painted pieces or anything special with Fenton is just really taken off in price. Let me back up and read some more of these questions here. I couldn't get the Eclipse video. I agree. The Eclipse video is like fried. So I had to redo it. It only published 13 minutes and that didn't work. The actual video is way longer than that. It was a 37-minute video. And we had a great crowd. We had a lot of fun for the Eclipse, and we filmed all of that. And I put together our video. I actually stayed up late last night. After the Antique Center closed at 6, from 6 to 8, I edited that video before our Whatnot show and published it, and it all looked good. And then when it came out today at 4 o'clock, I didn't see it till 5:30, and it only said 13 minutes. And people were asking, hey, what's going on? You cut off in mid-sentence. So to let you know, that video is 37 minutes long. So if you did watch it already, rewatch it tomorrow. I'm going to post it again tomorrow, maybe earlier in the day, try and get it out in the morning. but I'm not going to repost it tonight. The way that our YouTube statistics work, you know, I try and do a video a day. And it's so late in the evening already. It's going to take another hour before it'll be ready to post. I'm going to wait until after midnight to post it, so it'll be on tomorrow's date. And then the video today, this is the crazy thing that happened this morning. Lucas and I stopped by Donaldsville to pick up postcards for the ephemera auction, and I left my camera that I record on in Donaldsville. So I was recording on my personal phone all day today, and I don't have that downloaded now because I've been working on yesterday's video today, way past time. So I decided just to put a pause button on, go live tonight. So the reason I'm live, the video didn't work, or I would not have went live. So since the video didn't work, I thought, let me just go live, talk to you guys for a little bit, explain what happened, and then tell you to watch that video again tomorrow. What were those warehouses you took Crazy Lamp Lady to months ago? Were they part of the Antique Mall purchase? So one of those warehouses is just my personal warehouse that I have antiques in, and it's big. It's 7,000 square foot, 14-foot ceilings, and it's packed. I have more merchandise in that warehouse than we do the one that we bought with the Antique Center. The second of our three warehouses is one we bought at the Antique Center, and it's still full, but we've actually sold about half of the inventory already from that deal. We've just been trying to move a lot of inventory at a very reasonable price. And so that's the second warehouse. And I have a couple other smaller buildings that we have stuff in. And those are all my personal things as well that we sell at our auction. So the burners.com auction, you'll see some of that stuff come out on Whatnot. And so if you might see a video here and there, if you watch us every day, you'll see that we're in those warehouses off and on every week. Just kind of moving stuff in and out, rearranging, depending on what we're picking up is where it's going to go and who owns it. The stuff that Josh and I own together, it goes a different place than stuff that I own myself. And it's kind of complicated, but not. For us, it's pretty simple. But if you're watching online, I can see how it would be very confusing. So, okay, let me keep looking here. I just bought my first Fenton bowl today. That's awesome. Congrats. Helps his algorithm. That's cool. I'm glad you're doing that. I was running what happened to the eclipse video also. Cool, we got that answered. Yeah, there was definitely lots of fidgeting with the eclipse earlier. Okay, any famous stars who visited your antique mall? Yeah, actually there's been several that have visited the antique mall. So I remember one day seeing Jonathan Winters there. We got photos of Jonathan Winters at the Antique Center. I don't know if you guys probably all know who Jonathan Winters was. So that's one. Charlie Sheen, or let me think here. So Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen are brothers, and their dad was Martin Sheen, correct? Martin, I think that's his name. He's been at the Antique Center. Let me think here. Our Antique Center was rated one of the best. I don't remember exact wording, so don't misquote me on this, but Martha Stewart's Real Living magazine came out, and they rated as one of the best antique centers in the country, or the best places to buy antiques or something. We use it in our ads occasionally still. So there has been, and there's been a lot of others that have came through over time. So the pickers have been there before. Some things like that. Is Lucas your son or nephew? Lucas is my son. Our next Whatnot sale will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Now, tomorrow's Whatnot sale will be interesting because Jimmy, my brother, and Josh, my brother, will both be there. Yeah, Martin Sheen is from Dayton, and that's the one that was there. So tomorrow's Whatnot sale, we're gonna have it's gonna be a fun sale. There's lots of really interesting small things in that sale. So like little Japanese porcelain groupings of dogs and like different things. It's really interesting. So that will be fun to watch tomorrow. Tomorrow's Whatnot sale will start at 2 o'clock. It won't be live streamed on YouTube, but we will live stream it through Facebook. If you want to watch that, you'll have to jump on Facebook or go to the Whatnot app and just watch us at BernerBrotherAntiques. And when Jimmy's there, like, he's a riot. Jimmy's a retired deputy, sheriff, and he just retired last year. We talked him into coming and working for us, and he loves it. He's so glad that he did. He was eligibility to retire, and instead of staying on and working as a deputy, he came out and just joined us as part of our team every day. So that's Jimmy, and that's tomorrow's show. Let me keep reading these. How often do we have whatnot sales? We have a lot. We do not do them on Sundays usually, but every other day of the week. Last week we had at least one. Some days two. The week before, I think there was two, like 3 different days. We had 2 of them, or 4 different days. It's just kind of fun, and we're just getting. We're going to do more, way more on whatnot in the future. Once our base gets big enough, so we have an unlimited supply, not unlimited, we have a massive supply of antiques to sell. Whatnot's fun for us in this, that it is, it's easy because we don't have to spend a lot of time advertising it, and we can just grab stuff and sell it. That's the fun part for me for Whatnot. And we've got, 100,000 antiques that are in our warehouses. So we have a lot of stuff that we can sell. So we're glad about that with Whatnot, but we want to get our base bigger. And once our base grows to a certain point when we feel confident that we can just sell about anything, we want to expand and do daily videos at the Antique Center where we walk around with you guys and just show you what's in the booths and sell out of the booths. That also encompasses we have to have a better, more streamlined shipping department. We're looking at how do we address that, whether we want to develop a shipping company to handle all of our stuff with, or things like that. Currently, UPS in Fairborn, Ohio does all of our Thursday auction shipping. So we don't handle any of that personally in-house. But all of the Whatnot shipping we handle ourselves, because Whatnot's app and the way that it's handled, we have to do our own shipping. We can't use UPS or a third party. So we've developed a pretty good shipping system for Whatnot. If you remember right, you probably don't remember, but in December when we first started doing Whatnot, I said, "Oh, just wait. We're going to do a lot more. We're going to do a lot more." I'm going to say that again. You see us a lot on Whatnot now, but we're just we hope. I'll put it this way: we hope to really expand the Whatnot footprint in the future. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Let me back this up just a minute, make sure I didn't miss any questions. Martin Sheen is from Dayton. How many YouTube awards have I gotten to date? I don't think I got any awards, none that I know of. Hello. Morgan Wallen was arrested. I know. So if you don't know this, Morgan Wallen's putting together a bar restaurant in Nashville. And whoever's building that for him came into the heart of Ohio 2 different times now. And they purchased a massive amount of big antiques to put in the bar. So that's kind of cool. We have that happen a lot. We've had several movie productions that came through the Antique Center and would just buy for their sets. Usually once or twice a year we'll have a movie production company come through, and they'll bring trucks and we'll just fill them up. The Antique Center's got 122,000 square foot, and there's Janet thinks there's 1 million items on the floor. I'm not going to count. I can just say it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff there. And it's for sale every day. We close 3 days a year, if you're not familiar with that. We close for Easter, for Christmas, and for Thanksgiving. Will you ever be able to pay for Whatnot items at the Heart instead of online? Well, no, because that's how Whatnot actually, the payments are instant. And so the answer to that would be no, but you might be able to pick up at the Heart if that's your question. So Robin, I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but we are working. I'm actually supposed to have a phone call tomorrow about trying some in-house pickups as part of that beginning phase of that. So we've talked with Whatnot. We're supposed to be talking with them tomorrow about doing some in-house pickups. And if we do that, that will enable us to be able to sell bigger items. So possibly sell furniture or just sculptures and things that are really too big to ship for a reasonable price. For like Whatnot has like a 15-pound kind of limit on a lot of the shipping. It gets very odd after that. But we are hoping to expand in some of the pick up in person stuff. Okay, do you ship any island? Let me read the next one. Are there hotels? Where are you located? I want to come and visit the Heart, and I'm from Mississippi. Yep. So what's really cool about the Heart of Ohio Antique Center is we are midway between Columbus, Ohio, and Dayton, Ohio. And any hotel in Columbus, Dayton, or anywhere in between those two will be within an easy drive to the Heart in the morning. So if you do come, or if you spend the day, you want to stay in Dayton area, Columbus area, or anywhere in between, and there's a lot of hotels in that massive footprint. We are literally 40-minute drive from downtown Columbus, 40-minute drive from downtown Dayton. And so you can get those areas, lots of places to stay. Springfield has places to stay too. Some people don't like to stay in Springfield, some do. Depending on your choice and what kind of hotels you like, there's a little bit of everything. There's also some really good bed and breakfast, not bed and breakfast, but Verbos. I guess bed and breakfast too, down in Yellow Springs, Ohio. It's only a 25-minute drive from the Antique Center, maybe less. And that's where Dave Chappelle does all of his comedy clubs and stuff at. Really close to all of that. There's a lot of small bed and breakfast or Verbos and Airbnbs in the entire area, so lots of places to stay. That's a great question. So yeah, come on up from Mississippi, no problem at all. Every day we have people from somewhere in the country showing up. Today, I can't remember what state they were from. There were two ladies that drove in. I think maybe it was Indiana or Illinois. They drove in and they were headed to Columbus, Ohio, and they just bought all kinds of stoneware and things. I filmed a little bit, and that'll be out in a couple of days. But every day we could have anyone from anywhere in the world show up. And every week there's definitely people from around the world flying in. If you're flying in ever, Columbus Airport is literally about a 50-minute drive. Dayton Airport's about a 35, 40-minute drive. Cincinnati Airport's about an hour 10, hour 20. So you can fly to any of those airports and get here in a short drive. Okay, let me keep reading here. If I see an item that you point out when showing sometimes in their booths, if I could call and buy that item from you or call or email you. Okay, so if you see something in a video that I am showing, don't try and buy it through the video. You want to call or get a hold of the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. So go onto the Heart of Ohio Antique Center's website, type in there, send an email. Our management will look at that and then they can help you or assist you. I personally won't have time to answer all those emails. I'm pretty busy every day, running our auction business and different things. But yes, if you do call in, we do have people that call that want to buy stuff they see in our videos, and that does happen. So you can call the Heart of Ohio Antique Center or email the Heart of Ohio Antique Center for the things in our videos that are in the Heart. Now, if you see something in our videos that are not in the Heart, but they're in the Berner's Auction Gallery component, then you would want to email or call Berner's Auction Gallery. And it's a different business, even though they're in the same building. You have to call and approach those different ways. That's a great question, though. Thank you for uploading videos. You're welcome. I'm blown away. We had just an incredible experience last week about this couple that watch our videos. They came in from Southern Ohio, and they watch our Whatnot shows and our videos, and it was so great to meet him. And this gentleman works in a mine, and he said on Fridays he loves to go into work early so he can be off by 4 o'clock to watch our Whatnots. And that was so humbling to me to realize that somebody actually goes into work early to get back and watch our sale. That blows my mind, man. We appreciate you guys so much. It's pretty incredible that you think that much of us to go into work early. I mean, that just blew my mind. Okay, let me read these comments here. Yeah, I heard he got arrested. That's true. I don't know. I don't think it was one of our chairs. We sold him a big bullhead and some big mounts and things. A big sign, a couple of big signs. Especially when you buy from them. That's interesting. So what I try to do at the Antique Center, and Lucas and I are trying to do, is every Monday, we try and do a hand-picked premium items with Lucas and I. And those items we try and buy mostly from dealers at the Antique Center. So we try and just go through and pick out a few things that we think Whatnot crowd would like, and then we add some other stuff to it, and just try and promote the Antique Center. We try and grow our Whatnot footprint, and then we're also trying to obviously make a little bit of money on it. And Lucas and I split that all. So he's been having a lot of fun learning how to buy and sell through the Whatnot app. And that's been pretty good. Let me keep reading here. Whatnot has increased some of our antique business for sure. We've had over the past weekend several people that watch us on Whatnot show up. And one lady brought us, if you're out there watching, you know who you are, brought us a bunch of gifts. That's happened twice now where I was just blown away. Somebody brought like candies and just different little things for us. It was just so fun to see. I like my forks. I got two newly wrapped forks. Yeah, they're not here right now. But anyways, I do my jewelry displays on Saturdays here at the house with a clear plastic fork, and it was just so cute. She gave me 2 forks, and she said, "Here, it was assumed I got 2 new jewelry displays." So that's just so cool to see. It's pretty amazing that somebody would think enough to bring us something in like that. So definitely see some of that. Would love to see David's properties. You could feature him like Mrs. Pat's. That's interesting. I'm not sure if you're talking about David, the one that buys and sells the antiques there. I guess that's who you're probably talking about. Miss Pat's place is crazy. Am I joining Knickknacks? I don't know. Jocelyn and I talked last week, and we were just talking about different things. In the future, possibly. Right now, we've been growing our footprint on Whatnot pretty big. So, you know, like it's kind of difficult. You got to kind of pick and choose for now. In the immediate future, I would say no, but in 3, 4, or 5 months from now, that it could be an option, maybe sooner. We'll see. Jonathan Winters was from Dayton, yes. Oh, I'm glad you ordered shirts. And I will be re-uploading today's video. There's some really cool stuff in that video today. You'd love to see our Whatnot sales on YouTube. There's a possibility on that. Sometimes you get all of the troll stuff happening, and I don't want to deal with it. Everything from politics to whatever. So we just kind of turn it off when that happens. Yeah, we're appreciative of Jocelyn. Jocelyn's been so great. So great to introduce us all to this, and to encourage me in selling or getting on YouTube in the first place. So that's been pretty exciting. Whatnot, my first Whatnot experience, Kate introduced me to Whatnot right here in downtown Donaldsville. She was selling some of our bulk jewelry for the very first time, and I had no idea, never heard of Whatnot before. And it was really cool to see them all. Now I feel like really great friends with these guys, and so blessed to be a part of their lives. Yeah, I mean, they're just good people. I like being with good people and encouraging other people. And you know, part of my job, I feel like, as the owner of the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, you know, we have 1,000 booths and showcases, over 700 dealers. I feel like we need to promote antiques and to encourage people to help share knowledge, to you know, whatever we can do to help the industry as a whole. So that's my goal. And so if we could do that, then we feel blessed to be a part of your lives. And if we got people that come in and say we helped, or you learned something from something we're showing, then that's great. We'd love to see that. Do I have a schedule of my upcoming Whatnots? No. They're so sporadic. I can tell you the ones that are the normals, though. I'd like to talk about that for just a second. So Saturday night, here at my house with Kaylin, my daughter Kaylin, we sell silver jewelry. And we've been doing that for about a month now. And so we plan on to continue doing that. So every Saturday night, 7:30. So that's Saturdays. On Monday night, Lucas and I do the premium picks, and that's every Monday night at 8 o'clock. We've been doing that for a couple of months now. On Tuesdays, we're selling ephemera at 2 o'clock. So postcards, we've been working through a postcard collection. We've sold thousands of postcards now. And great buys on them. And we know we're wholesalers on Whatnot, and we give really great buys away on our postcards especially. So we do that on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we will do Live from the Heart with Jimmy and Josh and myself and Janet. Janet's usually running the computer. And those shows just go on. Like we might sell 50 items or 200 items. So we hit 200 items a couple weeks ago. And those will start at 2 o'clock. Then on Thursday night, Lucas and I, it takes a while for my wife to wrap up her book work after our Berners.com auction. And so we have another hour and a half or so where we're just in the building, and really she's doing the work and we're not. And so Lucas was like, hey, Dad, let's sell on Whatnot during that extra hour and a half. So every Thursday night, Lucas and I have been, we don't know when we start that show because we have to wait until the Berners.com auction has ended, and then we can start that show. Usually by about 4 o'clock in the evening, we know when we're going to end the Berners.com auction. And so we'll go ahead and post it. So at 4 o'clock or so on Thursday, you'll see, hey, auction tonight at 6:30 or 7 or 7:30 or 8. And that's because we know when the sale should be over. We sell 1,000 lots every Thursday at auction on our Berners.com website. And when that sale is over, or gets to towards the end, that's what I'm referring to. That's when we upload for Whatnot. And then on Fridays, we have a sale at 4 o'clock that we do bulk jewelry. jewelry by the bag, by the pound, by the tub, by the container, and it's tons of jewelry. We've been selling for that way for several weeks, maybe a couple months now even. That's been pretty cool. And let me see what else I got here. So interesting why I don't understand why people want to they come in and like make crazy comments on stuff. It blows my mind. Like my Great Depression hat. That's funny. Need a moderator. Well, that's why we haven't done a whole lot of YouTube in the past 6 or 8 weeks. There's just so many trolls and different things on there, and to have a moderator constantly sit down when I do something, it's just like it takes a lot of time and energy. So I need to learn how to go in and just do the other stuff, but it's kind of crazy. Wish lived out there. I love reading all of your comments. Original Nethead, I love it. You have great comments every day. I love to read them. Wish you were closer though. We could get you in there and buy a lot of stuff. Have you help work even. It'd be pretty cool. Ohio has a lot of glass and pottery. That is for sure. But anyways, if there's no more questions, I'd love to answer any more questions you guys have. The meet and greet coming up April 20th. If you want to order a shirt, just talk about this for a second. We're going to do one more shipment of shirts that we ship out before the event. Those will go out tomorrow night, or tomorrow is the last day. I think they're going to ship tomorrow, but tomorrow is the last day. She wants to take orders on the shirts that can get shipped. Those ordered tomorrow will go out by Friday. And then anything ordered after tomorrow, our lady working said that she might do a will call on shirts. She's going to be at the event selling some, not a lot at the event, but she'll have some. And she said she would do a will call after Wednesday. So if you want to have one and get it before the event, you'd have to get it ordered. That's at BernerBrotherAntiques.com. That's our official website. For our merchandise and stuff. So anything you get there, Crystal handles. And Crystal and Mike that own the company, they're a very small family-owned company, and they make everything themselves. So she designed this shirt, she pressed it, she did all the work on it, things like that. So that's pretty cool. So if you do want to order one, that's where you would get it at. If you don't order it by Wednesday, then I think that she said that after Wednesday, she would do a pickup in person because she's going to be at the event. So April 20th, though, if you're not doing anything, come to Springfield, Ohio. Check out the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. It is crazy. It's so big. It's so many people, great staff, great food. We plan on having some other trucks there as well, food vendors. So it's going to be interesting. We got my cousin Mike's kid, Micah. He owns a restaurant. He's coming out with some food to sell. We have another company. I don't remember the name of their truck, but they're selling something really unusual. We have a young couple that's going to be coming with coffees and cakes and stuff. Their first event ever. And then we'll have Mojo's Cafe still going on. So it's going to be pretty cool. How long will I keep the large vases, and will that buyer be refunded if he never picks them up? No, this buyer that bought them off of me I've done business with for 15 years, and he's wanting me to deliver them, and I keep telling him he has to pick them up. So we'll see what happens to those. The shirts are really cool. I think she did a great job designing the shirts. It's pretty cool. If it does rain, then we've got a plan for that. We're hoping it doesn't. We want to have a beautiful day. Mojo's does have great food. There's a lot. The grilled cheese will be the special of the day, and then we'll go with our extravaganza menu and grilled cheese for that day. So yeah, I plan on driving up from Cincinnati. Do the vendors take credit card, or do we need cash? Well, if you're referring to the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, we take credit card or cash, either one. If you're referring to the trucks that are going to be outside, I'm not sure if they would take credit card or cash. I would imagine both. I know my cousin Micah would, with the food they're selling. So yeah, that would be cool. But the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, the vendors, if you're not familiar with how this works, the Antique Center itself, they come in and they drop off their merchandise, they get it all tagged, and then they don't have to be there the rest of the month. We actually sell the merchandise for them. So that's a great advantage about being a vendor at our facility is you only have to show up to restock, and then we take everything else and take care of it. So if you're referring to our vendors at the booths, you check out in our main checkout area at the checkout counters, the Heart of Ohio, and we take any kind of method of payment, really. Coming May extravaganza. Heart of Ohio is a great place to buy. Extravaganza definitely has a lot of dealers that come. A lot of people love it. But we also have a lot of people that come to the Heart afterwards and buy, they say, just as much from us at the Antique Center. So you get really 2 in 1. If you're coming for Extravaganza, plan on staying a few days, and there's another Antique Center close to ours that's pretty good size as well. And so you get to experience a whole bunch of antiquing at a short amount of time. Just plan on having fun. All right, well, guys, I'm going to end this video officially. I thank you guys all for watching today, and say blessings to you guys. Don't forget to like all of our stuff. Watch, make comments. We'd love to see more comments on our stuff. I always like to read and try and answer those. But it's been getting more difficult to answer all the comments lately. Yeah, we will get there eventually. I don't know how to do that yet, but we'll get there. But anyways, for now, guys, blessings. And I am going to end this right now and say thank you all, and we appreciate you. If I can figure out how to end that is.